Ever get that feeling online
Yeah.
where you see something and it's like too good to be true?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
That's kind of what happened with this game called PirateFi.
Uh-huh.
It was recently pulled from Steam
Oh, wow.
because it was more malware than it was treasure hunt.
Seriously?
Yeah, so we've got some articles here from PC Mag, The Gamer,
Okay.
and TechCrunch to help us figure out,
Yeah.
like, what even happened and,
So,
like,
like,
what it means for all of us.
Yeah, this is interesting because it wasn't like some random download site.
Right.
This was Steam, you know,
Exactly.
a platform with millions of users.
Huge.
So that makes you wonder how it even got on there in the first place.
Right, so before we get to that, like,
Yeah.
the security side of things,
Uh-huh.
what even was this game?
So imagine if you took, like,
Okay.
the survival aspects of a game like Rust.
Okay.
And you mixed it with the open world and seafaring
Right.
of a game like Sea of Thieves.
That's kind of what PirateFi was presenting itself as.
So it was like a survival
Yeah,
pirate game.
exactly.
Joking.
And get this,
What?
it even had pretty decent reviews on the store page.
Wait, so people were actually playing this
Yeah.
and rating it well?
Uh-huh. Like, the gamer mentioned that at one point it had an 88% positive rating.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy, right?
That's pretty good.
It's almost like the developers put in just enough effort to make it seem legit.
Wow, so sneaky.
Right.
Like, what were the red flags? What
Yeah.
should people look out for?
The biggest one was that the developer, Seaworth Interactive,
Okay.
they were basically ghosts.
What do you mean?
Like, no website,
Oh.
no social media presence, nothing. It's like they came out of nowhere.
Wow.
And their first appearance on Steam was like weeks before the game even launched.
That's weird.
Yeah, usually if you're going to make a splash, you at least make a little bit of noise
It's all this
before.
little marketing. Exactly.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I always try to do at least a little digging before I download stuff, especially if it's free.
Always a good idea.
But how did people actually figure out
Right.
that this game was bad?
So one user,
Okay.
their antivirus software
Oh.
went off when they tried to run it.
Oh, wow.
And that triggered like a much deeper look into it.
Okay.
And that's when they found all the bad stuff.
So time for the tech talk.
All right.
What exactly was this malware doing?
So it was designed to steal browser cookies.
Okay, and for anyone who doesn't know,
Yeah.
what's that?
So cookies are these little files that websites use to remember your login info.
Ah,
So by taking your cookies,
right.
the malware basically gives the attacker access to your online accounts.
Like,
Your Steam, Microsoft, even Roblox accounts.
that's scary.
Yeah, we're talking like serious identity theft here.
Not just your games.
Yo,
Like everything.
this is big stuff.
So what happened to the people who actually downloaded this?
Right. So the articles mention some pretty bad stories.
Like what?
Well, one person had their entire Microsoft account taken over.
Oh, no.
The attacker even locked Microsoft support out of their own email.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Was anyone else hit that badly?
Oh, yeah. There were a bunch of reports of account theft and financial losses.
Seriously.
One case even mentioned a user losing $20 from their Roblox account.
Oh, wow.
And then the attacker used their account to send scam links to their friends.
So this wasn't just like a harmless joke.
Yeah, not at all.
This was
serious.
bad stuff.
Yeah.
Well, at least it sounds like Valve took it seriously.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Aren't they?
So 2 days after the game came out, they pulled it from Steam,
Okay.
and they told everyone who downloaded it
All right.
to not only run antivirus scans,
Yeah.
but to also consider reformatting their entire operating system.
Whoa. Seriously.
Yeah.
Starting from scratch.
Basically, yeah. It's just how bad it was.
Insane.
Yeah.
That they were like,
Great.
nuke it from orbit.
Exactly.
For it to be safe.
It was that bad.
So, I mean, this whole thing was really insidious.
Totally.
Like,
Can't you wonder?
it brings up so many questions about how this even happened in the first place.
Right, like how can platforms like Steam
Yeah.
prevent this from happening again?
That's a great question because
There's obviously some weakness.
we put so much trust in these platforms to keep us safe.
Absolutely.
So that's a little unnerving.
For sure.
So let's talk solutions.
Okay.
Like, if I'm a gamer,
Yeah.
what can I do
Right.
to avoid becoming the next victim?
It really comes down to just being aware, you know?
Being as smart.
Yeah, like don't just download anything that looks cool.
Especially if it's free.
Exactly, especially free games. You gotta be careful.
Wait.
Do a little research,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like look into the developer.
Okay.
Do they have a website? Are they on social media? Are
Yeah.
people talking about them online?
Yeah, like read the reviews before you go to the restaurant.
Exactly, same idea.
Good point.
And of course, always have a good antivirus program and keep it updated.
That's your first line of defense.
It's like your digital bodyguard.
Nice.
Always there to protect you.
So, antivirus is key,
Yeah.
but what about Steam?
Right.
Like, what can they do
Uh-huh.
to keep this from happening again?
Well, they were pretty quick to pull PirateFi once they found out about the malware.
Yeah,
And they did put out a warning to users.
that's something at least.
It's a start, but it does make you wonder about their process, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
how did a game with so many red flags
Right.
even get on the platform in the first place? Clearly, there are some holes.
So what are they doing wrong?
Well, it seems like they rely a lot on automated checks.
Like just scanning for...
Yeah, like scanning for known malware.
Okay.
Which is good, but
Yeah.
it's not going to catch everything.
Right. Because
Especially if it's new.
it's like a virus scanner
Uh-huh.
that's looking for last year's flu.
Exactly. Great analogy.
Like it's not going to find
no
anything.
variant.
Right.
So they need to do more than that.
They need more sophisticated methods,
Like what?
like behavioral analysis
Okay.
that looks for suspicious activity in the code,
All right.
even if it doesn't match any known malware.
That makes sense, but
Yeah.
wouldn't that take a ton of computing power?
It would,
Yeah.
but I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
And here's another idea.
Okay.
What if they had like a community-based reporting system?
What do you mean?
Like let users flag games
Oh, interesting.
or developers that seem suspicious.
Yeah.
Like a neighborhood watch for the
Exists.
digital world.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, because gamers are pretty good
Yeah.
at spotting stuff that seems off.
They know their stuff.
So combine that with like stronger developer vetting,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even manually reviewing some games.
Right. For the high-risk ones.
And that creates a much
Yeah.
tighter net.
Exactly. It's all about layers of protection.
So are you basically saying that Steam needs to hire like
Yeah.
digital detectives?
In a way, yes.
Interesting.
They need people who can think like the bad guys,
Yeah.
anticipate the next move.
Yeah, stay ahead of the curve.
It's a constant arms race.
It's kind of scary to think that someone
Yeah.
went through all that trouble of
Yeah.
making a legit-looking game
Right.
just to spread malware.
Yeah. What was their motivation?
Right. Like, was this just some bored hacker?
Maybe?
Or was there something bigger going on?
It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
But usually it comes down to two things.
Okay.
Data and money.
Makes sense.
By getting into your accounts.
Right.
They could steal your info to sell on the dark web,
Oh, wow.
or they could use your account to attack other people.
Right, like those scam links you mentioned.
Exactly.
So it's not just
Yeah,
about
yeah.
losing a few bucks on Roblox.
It's much bigger than that.
This could have much wider
Yeah.
repercussions.
Absolutely.
So we got to take online security seriously.
We do.
It's not just about us.
Yeah.
It's about everyone we're connected to.
Everyone in your digital circle.
All right, so
Yeah.
big takeaway for today.
Yeah.
What is it?
Don't let this scare you off gaming.
Yeah.
Just be smart about it.
Be smart, be safe,
Exactly.
do your research,
Uh-huh.
keep your antivirus updated,
Always.
and if something seems fishy,
Yeah.
trust your gut.
Trust your instincts.
It's a good reminder to be careful out there,
For sure.
even when you're just trying to have some fun.
Yeah.
This whole PirateFi thing really shows how cybersecurity is always changing.
It's a constantly evolving landscape.
So, what's next in this digital arms race?
Well,
What can platforms like Steam do
uh-huh.
to stay ahead?
One thing that has a lot of potential
Okay.
is blockchain technology.
Blockchain,
Yeah.
like for cryptocurrency.
Exactly. But it's not just about digital money.
Okay.
Blockchain can create a really secure system
Right.
for verifying software.
Oh.
So imagine
Yeah.
each game on Steam
Okay.
has a unique digital signature,
Mm-hmm.
and that signature is stored on a blockchain.
Okay.
When you download a game, the
Yeah.
computer automatically checks that signature.
Against the blockchain.
Exactly.
So if it matches,
Yep.
you know it's the real deal.
Exactly.
But if it doesn't,
That's a red flag.
that's when you know something's wrong.
Exactly.
So it's like a tamper-proof seal.
It's a great way to think about it.
That's really cool.
And it would be super hard for someone to sneak in malware.
Because they'd have to change the signature.
Exactly.
Right.
And any changes to the game would be flagged immediately.
Plus, blockchain is decentralized.
Right.
So it's harder to hack.
Way harder.
So blockchain could be like the ultimate digital bouncer.
I like that.
No more sneaking into the back door.
It could be a game changer.
Literally.
Literally.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it could make these platforms much safer.
Well, this has been a fascinating look
It has.
at the darker side of gaming.
For sure.
It's crazy how even seemingly safe spaces can be dangerous.
You gotta be careful.
Any final words of wisdom?
Just remember, cybersecurity doesn't have to be scary.
Okay.
The best way to stay safe is to stay informed.
Be in the know.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
Awesome. We'll stay curious, stay vigilant.
Be safe out there.
And keep gaming.
Keep having fun.
If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel.